the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Golden State Warriors.
Welcome, everyone, to the
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
Because the one thing about playing up-tempo, Ernie, it brings you back to the roots of the game, why you started playing. If you ever go to a pickup game, you ever go to a park game, no one's stopping play and calling plays. They're going up and down. The big fella Shaq, when he first came into the league, the first thing I saw was him grab the ball coast to coast in the All-American game. That's what players want to do and people want to see.
You know, that was a great example, Kenny, but towards the end of my career and most of my career, I was honestly more of a half-court player. I was pretty fast for my size, but my strength was my biggest edge. In the half-court, barbecue chicken alert. I had to put that work in, Ernie.
That about wraps it up for here. Thank you for joining us.
The Warriors have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony. Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. As you gotta love the versatility of Klay Thompson. He provides so much at that two-guard position. Well,
defend three positions, Kevin, and offensively he does everything you want done from the two-guard spot. He can play with or without the ball.
The Warriors shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
And Thompson's certainly in the conversation for the best two-way shooting guard in basketball. There's really not much he doesn't do well. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so it's Golden State with it. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And Thompson's much more active running the pick and roll lately. A great pocket passer, and of course the defense has to stay glued to him because of that ability to knock down shots.
On defense, Golden State, 4-point game. Here's Bogut, fades away and sinks the tough shot. Bogut's got his first points in this one. The Warriors have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. Down low, here's Green. Banked in off the glass.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Thompson against Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Barnes.
And I love that the instant that steal was made, they were out in the open floor.
Ball pressure leading to the run get much nicer than that. That is sweet, sweet stuff.
And he gets the bucket. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry.
This is a team that's focused, completely locked into the task at hand. What an impressive start to this game.
Green against Thompson. Green dishes to Curry. Green kicks to Curry. There's the pass to Thompson. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Now, here's Thompson. Andrew Bogut unable to get his shot to go.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot on.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
Now here's Curry. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Barnes, and that one's good. Barnes has got his first basket of the night. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
And Thompson kicks to Barnes, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. Spates checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Golden State also making a change. Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. From the baseline. That's good.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Warriors leading by 5.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Now here's Curry. Green with the block. It's tipped and stolen by Barnes. Finished off the break.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Warriors have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. To the paint, it's tipped and stolen by Spates. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Thompson. 6 points for Barnes. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Some changes for Golden State. Azili's checked in for Draymond Green. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Then for the Warriors, Azili's checked in for Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now here's Iguodala. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Azili kicks to Livingston. Tipped away. Iguodala, and they take the lead.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down, actually, last season, but his production his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws, a testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Right. Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Iguodala gets the bucket.
And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically. 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gift, watch out. Watch out.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but Clark rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, Kevin. I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Andre Iguodala. The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The free throw drops for Barbosa. So it's both teams making substitutions here. No good on the second free throw. Here's Rush. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Spates. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort.
Anywhere 5'6".
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow to let it rip.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Draymond Green is out there with Festus Ezeli. Then there's Ian Clark. And there's Livingston. And it's Rush in at the small forward. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Clark kicks to Ezeli. Golden State moving the ball around. Rush the pass to Ezeli. He feeds it to Rush to the left side wing. The dish to Clark. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Passes it to Ezeli. Rush from outside. Here's Clark. Guarded by Green. From deep three-point range. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Ezeli. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Brandon Rush. Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Thompson against Thompson. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Green, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Curry has it in the corner. Barnes dishes to Bogut. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Kept alive. Here's Bogut. Good D by Thompson.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
To the inside. Deflects the pass. Iguodala. The shot is off. So Golden State will take it the other way.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history. Mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. On the wing, Thompson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair? And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. 6 to shoot. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Here's Bogut. Now the Warriors moving it up. Barnes got the ball. And Green with the basket on the assist by Barnes. 6 points for Draymond Green. Well, Greg, for Thompson, last season an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player. Terrific offensive player. Outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Curry with a wide open look. Iguodala with it. Now Green defending. Back to Iguodala. The tray. No luck. And Golden State will come the other way. It's tipped. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Warriors trail by 3. Curry passes to Spates. Iguodala outside. And again, no good by Golden State.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
To the middle. It's stolen by Bogut. Iguodala against Barnes. And it's Iguodala missing. And for the Warriors, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Golden State moving it around. A shot by Curry, no good.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
On its way from Curry for 2. Money from the wing. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Thompson dishes to Barnes, and stolen by Barnes. Curry kicks to Spates, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Thompson passes to Bogut. Here's Barnes. And we're through the first half.
Guys, I'm here with
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. And Golden State did not hesitate to set the pace. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled by some entertaining defensive and offensive plays. They kept up enough momentum to close out. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Some great play by Steph Curry tonight. He's got 11 points, and there's a nice number.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the small forward.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
On its way from Curry for 2, and it's Golden State with another.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
That is good. And it's 8 points for Draymond Green.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
It's stolen by Curry. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green leading the charge. That's good. 10 points for Barnes.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Thompson from long range. Again, the miss by Thompson. The Warriors leading. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes. And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Landon Rush is checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Curry. The Warriors also with a sub. Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. Here's Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Barnes has got 6 here in this quarter. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
Bogut dishes to Livingston. Bogut kicks to Green. The feed to Bogut. Has to Rush. Misses the 3.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
And it's sent back by Bogut. Thompson passes to Green. Bogut high post. Looking for Rush. He gets it there. Green kicks to Bogut. Feeds to Rush. They kick it out to Green. There's the 3. That's good. Green's got 7 points in the game.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Some changes for Golden State. Azili's checked in for Draymond Green. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got his second bucket of the game to go.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
Out to the right wing. Here's Rush. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 2. Golden State's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Thompson with the bucket.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Rush with the steal. Kicks to Livingston. Pass to Thompson for the lead. And another 3 for Golden State. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
It's deflected. Livingston dishes to Thompson. Livingston kicks to Bogut to the middle. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Rush. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Warriors have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Another 3 for Golden State.
And he has started to turn it on now after that slow start.
Livingston kicks to Spates, and Brandon Rush gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Some changes for Golden State. Azili's checked in for Bogut, and it's Iguodala in for Brandon Rush. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Curry. Livingston kicks to Azili. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 4 assists in the game. The Warriors shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Off with the layup.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Warriors trail by 4. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Thompson. Green kicks to Livingston. Can't get it to fall. And it's Curry at the elbow. Missed. And that's it. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Warriors leading by 4. Curry is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Maurice Spates. And it's Iguodala in at the 4 slot. That's the Warriors 5. And that one's good by Clark.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
A three-pointer, no good.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Back to Barnes. It's tipped. To tie it up. And it's good on the layup. Barnes has got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Inside, here's Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships. At Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong. Well, with the season the Warriors put together, they came out way ahead of everybody else in the West. I mean, given how tough the West was last year, that makes their 67-win season all the more impressive. One of the best in history in my mind.
Warriors took apart the West last season. They went 42-10 against the rest of the conference. The games between them and second place in the West were the same as the games between second place and 8th in the West.
And the Warriors didn't just pick on the little guys. I mean, they had big wins over the top teams in the West. Against the rest of the playoff teams, the Warriors were a whopping 20-5.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He's told them, we're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win. Guys?
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. No good from Bogut. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Clark, the pass to Bogut. And despite of the excellent defense at that, and the Warriors lead by 2. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
And stolen by Barnes. Thompson dishes to Bogut. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry can't get it to go.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Ian Clark. Here's Barnes. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
It's Curry outside. They grab their own miss. Bogut. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Hey, and really at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds from putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
And he gets it back. Back to Thompson. He dishes it to Bogut. Second shot opportunity. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 6 points for Andrew Bogut.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. And Golden State also making a change. Curry's checked in. No good from Bogut.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bogut's got 4 this quarter.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Barnes kicks to Thompson. It's Curry outside. Count that one. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Inside. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
We've seen Andrew Bogut getting it done. He has 8 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is. Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
They retain possession. Back to Curry. Goes up again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up missing both free throws. To the middle. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
You can't forget to box out the shooter. That's a huge mistake. They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Green passes to Thompson. Green kicks to Curry. There's the triple. Shot is no good.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
It's rebounded by Golden State.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And 1:01 left here in the fourth quarter. Shoots. Nails it.
Well, I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
So it's the Warriors now. Deflects the pass. Green dishes to Curry. Barnes kicks to Thompson. Warriors the rebound. And there's the pass to Barnes. On the wing, Thompson shoots the three. Cranes it from downtown.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly. Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
.32 seconds left in the fourth. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
This is to Barnes. Offensive rebound. Outside Curry. Barnes kicks to Curry. Thompson from long range. But they recover it. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. No luck that time either.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. As a unit, the team seemed to have a cohesive approach out there. How important was the lift?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Stephen Curry. He made all the key plays every step of the way. They depend on. And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA.
to 2K Sports. We'll see Galatasaray League Hospital Istanbul facing Fenerbahçe Ülker Istanbul. So it's Galatasaray now. Pass to Green. Here's Goulet. Passes to Lasme. Makes it off the glass.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Galatasaray on D. Yudo kicks to Bogdanovic, and he gets it to go.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Right side, Green. He dishes it to McCollum, and the pass to Goulet. High post shot. Here's Lasme, and the rejection by Yudo. Pushing it up. On up the court. And Bogdanovic kicks to Yudo. The dish now to Vesely. The three-pointer, no good.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Mitsov. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Dishes it to Yudo. Banked in off the glass.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Pass to Goulet. And there's the feed to McCollum. Puts it up. Bogdanovic grabs the miss.
That would have been poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Kullanıcı. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Yudo gets the bucket.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Out to the right wing. Down low. Here's Goulet. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Galatasaray shooting their first free throw of the night here. Kullanıcı, and a strong finish with two hands.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Galatasaray leading by 3. Here's Goulet. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Back to Green. Passes it to Lasme, and it's out of bounds to Galatasaray. They'll retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Now here's Green, and a miss there off the inbound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And that's going to be a travel. So for Fenerbahçe, Pero Antic, he's checked in for Yudo. And Luigi De Tome is subbed in for Vesely. And Galatasaray making a change here. Off on the layup.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
It's tipped. And here's the break. And Antic gets it to go. Antic has got his first bucket of the night.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And Green gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
So it's Galatasaray now. 3-point lead. And he gets it to go. So it's Fenerbahce now. Bogdanovic dishes to Dotome. Got a hand on it. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Substitution on
1:51 left here in the first quarter. Here's Schilb. Can't hit. And it's Fenerbahce the other way.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Out of bounds. Galatasaray takes possession.
Not the kind of pass you want to be making right there. He's lucky it wasn't stolen.
From about 16. No good off the front iron.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Fenerbahce trails by 5. Tries it from 19. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Here's Dixon. Drops in the tray.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And he gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the first shot of the night for him missing.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Out of bounds, Fenerbahce takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Hickman. The three-pointer off the mark. Up in time. No good on the buzzer beater. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Galatasaray ahead. They're up by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Galatasaray.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now here's Davis. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Davis has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Galatasaray. To the inside. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Fenerbahce. They'll retain possession. And Fenerbahce making a change here.
Coming on the floor for Fenerbahce.
Here's Mamatoğlu. Fenerbahce again missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
That free throw, no good. And Galatasaray making a change here. McCollum's checked in. He's off on the second. Fenerbahce trails by 6. To the paint. Right side Davis. Can't get it to go. And it's Fenerbahce the other way. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
To the middle.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Inside. Kullanıcı knocks down the three ball. 7 points in the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Fenerbahce.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Stay aggressive.
Yeah,
Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Green, he's checked in for Galatasaray, and he makes both free throws.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And Bogdanovic kicks to Tome. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. Stolen by Vesely. And they're pushing it up. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Pass to McCollum. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. So he comes up empty, missing both.
Yet to convert from the line this quarter. Boy, this is painful to watch.
Out of bounds, Galatasaray takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
But they get it back. Over in the corner, Green. Down low, stolen by Vesely. And even 3-on-3 break. Bogdanovic passes to Tome. To the inside. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Fenerbahce making a change here. Antic is checked in. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Schild, and the layup is good.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Here's Schild. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts. Here's Tome. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Tome's got the lead up to 4 now for Fenerbahce. Here's Goulier. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Pass to Connigan. Here's Goulier. Baseline jumper. Again, Galatasaray scores.
And really did the only thing he could in terms of getting that shot off, leaned into his space, and got a bucket.
And an intentional foul right there. Both teams deciding to change it up.
That's his second personal foul. Substitution number 2.
Let's go. Out to the right wing. Dixon. Here's Slukas. No good on the triple.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for it.
He has, I mean, just totally out of sync I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
A minute 20 left now here in the second. Inside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there for Fenerbahce. They have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. To the paint. Here's Charles. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And Galatasaray leads by 1. To the middle. It's rebounded by Galatasaray.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
So it's Galatasaray now. To the middle. From the high post. It's hauled in by Antic. Here's Bogdanovic. Antic passes to Dixon. Here's Bogdanovic. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And the pass to Goulet. Here's Turk Yilmaz. That is good.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kane's team.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
And he banks in the layup.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Fenerbahce trails by 3. Pass to Slukas. Down low. It's stolen by Green. And they're running. Pushing it up. Here's Laz May. The layup missed.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, he can stretch this lead out. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
McCollum, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Stolen by McCollum. Goulet passes to McCollum. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. McCollum's got his first bucket of the night. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Vesely, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time. You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him. Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Pass to Mitsov. To the paint. It's deflected. To the paint. Slukas passes to Udo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Udo's got 6.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Now the pass to Mitsov. It's stolen by Udo. Ball stolen. Intercepted. Inside. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Over to the left wing. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by Udo. To the middle. There's Lucas. He feeds it to Vesely. Pulls it from 20. The shot, no good.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The three. It's rebounded by Galatasaray. And here we go. Moving it up. And the rejection by Udo. And they're able to recover. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Down low. It's tipped. Feeds it to Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Vesely. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. To the left wing. Out of bounds. Galatasaray takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
So both teams making some changes here. Right wing. Pass to Connigan. Out of bounds. Fenerbahce takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Fenerbahce leading by 3. Here's Dixon. Fenerbahce again missing. And here is Galatasaray. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Yeah, you've got to avoid those kinds of turnovers.
Yeah, mistakes like that derail any team.
Here's the 3, and that one's good. And Fenerbahce leads by 6.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Consigan, and he gets it to go. 8 points for him.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And Daytomi now atop the key. And another 3 for Fenerbahce.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Fenerbahce leading by 7. To the inside. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Fenerbahce takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Galatasaray making a change here. 54 seconds left in the third. Pass to Hickman. Inside. Ontic. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Ontic has got his second bucket tonight.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. Hickman is guarded by Davis. Passes it to Dixon. Out of bounds. Galatasaray takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Galatasaray trails by 9. Here's Schilb. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one misses. That one is no good.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Shot by Daytomi, no good. And here comes the break. And he converts the layup. 6 points for him.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And a great... The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Fenerbahce leading by 7. Vesely with the ball. To the inside. Datome kicks to Vesely. And there's the pass to Slukas. He dishes it to Vesely. Just 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Datome. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Datome's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Fenerbahce. Here's Schilb. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Can't cash in from close range.
Well, even for a guy not known for his ability to attack the rim, I mean, he's got to lay that one in.
It's deflected. The dish now to Udo. Slukas passes to Vesely. From outside, off the mark. Galatasaray trails by 8. Down low, stolen by Vesely. Udo dishes to Datome. There's Slukas, got a piece of it, but he recovers it. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Offline with his 3.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Here's Goulier. Fenerbahce leading by 6. Dishes it to Udo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
And the foul goes against Fenerbahce. Pass to Lasme. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Out to the right wing. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds. Galatasaray takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. The head coach for the visiting team had some instruction for his guys during that last break. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Fenerbahce calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor and These timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Having a little more difficulty getting the ball inside here. The defense has done a much better job collapsing on them when they throw it inside. Double teaming and being active with their feet and hands.
Galatasaray trails by 9. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Vesely passes to Slukas. To the middle, here's Udo, goes up and...
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make, now 8 for 14.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
It's stolen by Green. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Goulet, the shot is off, and it's Fenerbahce the other way. Udo down low, guarded by Green. Great D that time from Green. Here's Bogdanovic. Fenerbahce again missing.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
And there's the feed to Vesely. And Bogdanovic kicks to Vesely. Passes to Slukas. Had a hand on it, and he recovers it. Stripped away.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And Galatasaray making a change here. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Fenerbahce?
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Well, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Bogdanovic, no luck.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
To the paint, Kullanıcı. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Seanlock. Can't hit from 12. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
So we see Fenerbahce get the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We leave you now with our Jordan Player of the Game.